Nigeria is not giving up on the World Cup qualification. I love what is going on. Nigeria know they give up. You understand? Some people write them out, they counted them out. Even as Nigeria's opportunities are not looking safe, Nigeria say we know they give up. We stand our grounds and we go fight this matter till our last energy. We go there on top the matter. So Nigeria right now is making sure that they don't lose any single opportunity to help Nigeria qualify for the World Cup. And one of the biggest obstacle Nigeria has to qualify for the World Cup is South Africa. Yes, South Africa is Nigeria's biggest problem right now when it comes to this World Cup qualification, competition, and tournament. So Nigeria is now trying to do everything they can do to win against South Africa on the pitch and off the pitch. You understand? This video, I want to talk about something, and I don't want you to look at it as if Nigeria they snitch or Nigeria they do bad thing. Nigeria no they do bad thing. Nigeria is simply using what they can to achieve. Nigeria is just making sure that there should be justice. Nigeria is making sure that South Africa doesn't go away with corrupted actions. Nigeria is making sure that South Africa pay the price for cheating. Yes, because some people will now look at it and be thinking in the other way. No, I want to make this very clear before I start explaining to you what is actually going on. Most of you might have seen this football news, this news on the internet, and you're like, why would Nigeria be trying to push that South Africa be punished? Why would Nigeria be trying to push that South Africa lose points? Why would Nigeria be trying to act as if they are trying to become South Africa's downfall? Nigeria is not becoming that. Nigeria is simply just making sure that there should be justice for football and for everybody, because you cannot go cheating, intentionally cheating and committing wrong things. Yet you people are the ones who say Nigerians are the ones they do fraud. Nigerians they cheat. Nigerians they do this. Meanwhile, you at the national level, your South Africa at the national level, with international organizations watching, they cheat. And you expect Nigeria to sit quiet. I've said it there. I love the Nigeria spirit of now. Come at every African country the same way they treat Nigerians. Period. Come at them well. Give them basketballs. Give them wutu. They should not just sit in their corners, treat Nigerians unfairly, cheat and do everything they can do and expect that things will just go normal. Nah, lie. They go collect. Them go collect. It is but normal. You get the point? So there is a problem going on right now with South Africa's national team, and Nigeria is the main person that is making sure that they insist to see that South Africa gets punished. Not just because it will benefit Nigeria. I heard some people say it's because it's the only hope for Nigeria to qualify. It's not the only hope. It's first of all because Nigeria is a good country and Nigeria is fighting for justice. Nigeria is fighting for the right thing. And then secondly, the deduction, or if penalized, it will benefit Nigeria. If the right thing is done, it will be good for Nigeria and every other person that is competing, not just Nigeria, every other person in that group competing to qualify for the World Cup, it will benefit them massively. So don't come here telling me Nigeria is just doing it because it will benefit Nigeria for points. South Africans, I'm saying this to you people. Don't come here saying that, oh, Nigeria is trying to bring South Africa down because they want to qualify for the World Cup. You and I know that what South Africa did was wrong and you cannot encourage it. You cannot support it. What did South Africa do? Right now, South Africa played a match for this World Cup qualification against, I think it was one of those countries, Lesotho or those countries around there. And South Africa cheated. Yes, South Africa cheated. How did they cheat? There's a player that was not supposed to play in that game because the player has been sanctioned with previous for the guy collected 2 yellow cards in previous games, so he was supposed to miss the next game. He was not supposed to appear on the South African squad, but the South African coach was aware, the South African staff was aware, but because this South African player was very important for the South African national team, guess what? They went against the rules of football to bring in a disqualified player. They went by cheating to bring in players that are not qualified to play. You understand? That's why I say it's pure cheating. So they cheated and brought in a player that is not qualified to be in that game. Played, the player took part in the game, and South Africa won the game. They won the game to help them have the 3 points, to help them be at the position where they are today. That was, first of all, bad from South Africa. That was, first of all, very, very, very unsportsmanship. That was nothing like sportsmanship. That lacked morals. That showed that South Africans are not people that you can trust, because they are willing to do anything, even if it's not legal, to achieve their goal. So at every level you look at it, it is wrong, it is unacceptable, it goes against FIFA rules. FIFA is the body that organizes football, and imagine this is a FIFA competition, qualification for the FIFA World Cup, and South Africa cheated. And the opponent did not even notice. The opponent did not notice. So Nigeria, who was smart and observant, they discovered the matter early enough and immediately reported South Africa to FIFA, that is the football organization body. Nigeria immediately reported the matter to FIFA, and the matter has been going back and forth because the CAF president, the president of African football, is a South African. The matter has been delayed because the man they try to manipulate, so that makes South Africa not lose the points. So Nigeria bypassed him and went straight to the bigger boss to complain and report the matter there. The matter was received and investigated, and he found out that it is true, South Africa cheated. So what is the reward of cheating? Punishment. What is the reward of not doing what you are supposed to do? Punishment. If you don't get it right, you are supposed to be punished. As simple as that. So basically, Nigeria has been struggling and putting in all their efforts to see that South Africa doesn't go free after cheating and making sure that other people lose their opportunities and their chances to qualify. So Nigeria has been fighting, struggling that South Africa gets punished for cheating in this competition. Do you think what Nigeria is doing is wrong? Will you blame Nigeria if the points are deducted? Why will you blame Nigeria? So do you think South Africa did good? No, because if you say you want to blame Nigeria, if you want to look at Nigeria and say Nigeria be the bad person for this situation, now you say you support bad things. Now you say you encourage cheating. You encourage what South Africa do, which is wrong. And it is in the laws of football. In fact, the thing is very simple. Whether Nigeria reports South Africa or Nigeria did not report South Africa, as long as FIFA investigates and find out, even if somebody complained or nobody complained, it is the right of FIFA to make sure that South Africa pays the price. FIFA must implement their rules to make sure that South Africa gets sanctioned. However, there is a challenge. Now, the South Africans, they see Nigeria as bad people now for the matter because they are seeing Nigeria as the immediate threat where if these points get deducted, South Africa currently has 13 points. So by the time they deduct these 3 points, they will go back to 10 points. And they will just be 2 points ahead of Nigeria. And Nigeria is supposed to play South Africa one of these days. Which means if Nigeria gets a win against South Africa, the point gap automatically disappears. And the other games Nigeria have left, Nigeria is definitely winning those games. So South Africa is seeing this thing now as a threat to them. They will know, say, if it's just that Nigeria is also insisting because it's important for them. So if this thing can't work now, can't come out normally the way it's supposed to be, it's over for South Africa. It's absolutely over for them. That means Nigeria will become a stronger team, will become more motivated, will become more ready to push to make sure that they win every single game left, because this will be a major boost for Nigerian Super Eagles to qualify for the FIFA World Cup that is coming very, very soon next year, 2026. So you don't want to blame Nigeria for this. Even if it was South Africa, they would have done worse. I think, on the contrary, if it was South Africa where Nigeria cheated, would have been talking now the sanction must have been in place. Would have been talking now when Nigeria has already lost points. Nigeria will already be in deep trouble. But now, we are still waiting for FIFA to implement actions. We are still waiting for FIFA to take action and deduct the points from South Africans, which they are normally supposed to do so. However, the South African national coach has come out to talk on the matter and said it's possible, they are ready, they are prepared to get the 3 point deduction, because as it stands right now, it's a possibility and is a must. It has to be done. If not, Nigeria not qualifying for the World Cup will be the biggest cheating of the history of football. So as you can see, Nigerians are advocating FIFA must deduct points from South Africa. It doesn't make sense. You cannot cheat and go free. You cannot cheat and be allowed to do things normally as if nothing happened. So I am closely following this matter, and I'm hoping that before the next game of the Super Eagles, we get the final verdict and the final news on deduction of this point from South Africa. Something that must be done. It is what it is. Your boy Jim Max on this one again. Smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys. Cause better updates they come up, and you know what, miss out. God bless you all. Cheers.